I guess my 2 cents were, why were we trying to not let people hit our driver if we're trying to sell drivers?
Chevy is the heartbeat of America. It's called that for a reason. They got something for everyone, no matter what your pace. There's an SUV in sync with your style. They present to you this show. We got a great show today. We're all over the place. We got Kiz and Frankie are down in Aiken, South Carolina together. Trent's sitting on a bed filming from a hotel in Atlanta. I just got back to Scottsdale. Ryan Richardson, poor guy's going to be up. I mean, I don't think he's going to be able to sleep tonight because we're trying to get this podcast done, but there's a lot to talk about. There's some controversy in the golf world. We got Wyndham Clark, Rory McIlroy, St. Louis. We got a top 10 list. We got all kinds of great stuff today, brought to you by Chevy and their arsenal of excellent SUVs that they've got.
Chevy Tahoe on the road. There's nothing like it for us. We have a Chevy Tahoe, obviously the Traverse, the Trax, the Equinox. You can shop their full lineup anywhere near you at one of those amazing Chevy dealers. But for us, we have a Chevy Tahoe right now, and we took it nice and off-roading here in Aiken, South Carolina to go check out Kiz's new property. We get to that towards the middle end part of the podcast. It's an amazing vehicle. There's a lot going on in those Chevys, whether it's, you need a lot of that back bed to be able to put all of your golf clubs, for us, our camera equipment. We've got so much room and storage in there. And then those infotainment systems, which I love, those huge touch screens. You can throw all your CarPlay stuff, all of your navigation, all your music. It really is a great car. It's amazing value. Chevy has grown on me for the last 6-7 years, however long we've been partnered with them. It's an amazing thing to be able to be partnered with them.
Yeah, from the Traverse to the Equinox to the Trax, they got all kinds of great SUV choices, all loaded with that great tech. They've been doing it for a very, very long time. It's American. It's Chevy. Make sure you go check out that lineup of Chevrolets at Chevy.com. That is Chevy.com. Foreplay, presented by Barstool Sports. We got the entire squad, but we are spread out across this great country right now. We've got Trent is doing the show from a bed in a hotel room. We've got Frankie and Kiz are at Kiz's joint in Aiken, I believe. Ryan Richardson has returned. We were all in Pinehurst filming for a couple days, so we're all over the place, but we're a bit spread out. Nice pad you got there, Kiz.
Yeah, we're hanging out at the Hobby, downtown Aiken, South Carolina. Frankie and I filmed a little bit this afternoon. I think he was jealous because I spent so much time with Trent that he just decided to jump on an airplane and hang out with me. And now we're eating chicken wings and having beers and ready to roll on this pod.
I need some positive comments coming my way. Anything that is attached to Kiz, you just got to jump on it. So I'm doing everything I can right now to hop on that wagon.
It is true. There's a lot of like best duo of the crew going around when that video of me and Kiz came out. So I don't blame you for jumping down there and getting in on it. He's a great guy to hang out with. He's great on video, and it just, when the chemistry's there, there's nothing like it.
We won't give too much away from the video, but we did film back at Palmetto. Unbelievable golf course, top 100. We filmed there 6 years ago when I infamously put a ball into the pond. We got absolutely waxed by this guy, so much so that we had to change the video by the time we got to like the 15th hole so he could do like that 1 club 5-iron challenge. This guy is unbelievable at that place. Everyone that sees him just knows it's Kevin Kisner. It's just such a great club. It's everything I said I wish that Long Island golf could be. There's kids on the driving range. There's kids on the putting green, pounding golf balls, rolling putts. They're obsessed with the game of golf. They get to play year-round, basically, because it's such good weather out here. And yeah, it was just a really cool thing to go back to a place that we've had so much history at. I love that course.
Yeah, that place is awesome. It really is. I can't believe it was that long ago. We were having we were kind of in the Pinehurst area throughout the weekend. We filmed a couple hater matches, and in crazy irony, we played 2 courses that were from that same trip as well. And we haven't filmed at those courses since then. We played Tobacco Road and Pinehurst number 8. And that was all in like the same week 6 years ago, where we decided to film a bunch of stuff with Kiz, went to the Kisner Foundation event, and we filmed our first ever travel series where we did Tobacco Road, Pinehurst number 8, Pinehurst number 2, and Pinehurst number 4. So it's a little bit memory lane. It feels like going back and filming at some of these golf courses. But I think now that we've come this far, we've got Kiz on the squad. I think it's nice to like go back to some of these places and see. I think our games are probably feels like better, and like see how we can actually perform at these places, getting another shot at it.
Yeah, it's fascinating because your games have improved and mine have not. Mine has not improved at all. In fact, a little troublesome about my game. I told Frankie I was going to have to start grinding after today.
Well, you started the day saying you're preparing to play on the PGA Tour.
Like yeah, I am. In 3 weeks, I'm playing a tour event, and today I realized I need to practice more.
We're not going to give too much away, but what we saw today would not compete against what we saw yesterday on the PGA Tour heading into the Tour Championship.
But sometimes it ain't no hobby, and sometimes it is a hobby.
It really depends on what you're playing for. I found out you're a gamer, so like in our video, yeah. Like whenever there was like a moment that he had to do something, he does it because it's just in like there. When you're thinking of a video against Kevin Kisner, you're trying to make it competitive. You talk to buddies. Like I was talking to my friends and being like, "How do I do this?" And they're like, "Well, like he's unbelievable. He's like unhuman on the golf course. He does things that you can't even imagine." And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's Kevin Kisner. He's sitting here drinking a beer, holding a Shure microphone in his hobby golf place, like just wearing shorts and shoes. Like how he is a human being. Like how does he hit a golf ball better than us? And it makes your mind like turn into an absolute pretzel because you can't understand why he can do things that are better than you. He's just a regular guy, tells jokes, and it's just he goes out there and does it better than you. And then you watch him play and you're like, all right, like he'll hit bad shots here and there. When you put something on the line, that there's something in your brain that is different than ours. Like you just get it done. You know what I mean? Like that's something they've been able to achieve in their brains, in their skill level, in their hand-eye coordination. There's just something in there that they can tap into. It's fucking crazy when you see it up close. We've been lucky enough to see a lot of these guys do it up close, but like you're able to reach another level that like we're not even able to knock the door on.
It's a fantastic video, and it touches all of those subjects. I can't wait for it to come out and all of y'all to see it because we talked about the psychological part of the game a lot out there, and it's great. He came up with the format. I had no idea what we were playing when he got there. It's awesome. Great video. And it wasn't 110 degrees in Aiken, South Carolina. In fact, I was so worried when Brendan and Frankie said they were coming. It's been so effing hot in Aiken for the last month that I've been here that I told them it's probably a bad idea to even come. Like, I didn't even want guys out there. It's been 110 heat index every day. So, dude, we're gonna die. And today, somehow, it was like 89 and a little breezy. And Frankie's told me he was going to die in the parking lot from the heat, but I told him how great it was all day. And it was pretty good. You know, I tried to get him to break out shorts for the first time in history on YouTube today. Wouldn't do it. He panicked. But he hit a wonderful first drive, and I can't wait for y'all to see it.
That iconic first tee. I can't wait to see that one either. Yeah, I from a weather standpoint, leaving North Carolina, we got insanely lucky over the weekend too. It was like 85 with a little breeze the entire time. It was actually lovely out. We did a little spin on the cradle last night with like the whole squad that we filmed with, and it was delightful outside. So I think we got a little bit lucky with the old weather. But a lot of good stuff coming. Golf at the highest level. We've got some got a couple things to talk about. Coming out of St. Louis, Bellerive. I had a lot of people hit me up about being out there at Bellerive. I would have loved to have been there. We were kind of up against it with videos, is why the whole beginning of the podcast has been what it is. But we had some filming to do, so could not make it to St. Louis this past weekend. But kudos to the St. Louis fans. I know everybody makes the jokes about the Cardinals fans, and we have the Cubs-Cardinals rivalry, and the Chicago people like to make fun of St. Louis. But every time we bring a golf tournament to St. Louis, from Roy McIlroy to Scotty Scheffler to Wyndham Clark, kind of raving about the reception from the fans. St. Louis, there's some parts about St. Louis that people, we're not the most economically like bustling place in the entire country. East St. Louis might be a little bit of a dicey place, but St. Louis does have the nicest people I've ever come across. Trent being from not very far, and Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's very similar type of Midwestern people. So I love when the golf comes to St. Louis and those type of fans get to show off. I think the number was 155,000 fans ended up going through Bellerive, which is a BMW championship record. And again, there are all kinds of interviews from a bunch of the top players, just kind of praising the reception from the fans. I know Wyndham Clark, even though Rory was kind of the fan favorite, and there's a little bit of like some cheering when his ball was going into bad stuff for the most part. I think people were really doing a good job of kind of rooting for him. So Fans were great. I thought the golf course, we always get into it with this type of golf course. Bellerive, it feels like the golf course aficionados don't like it. They like to shit on it, but it delivered a phenomenal finish. Yet again, Wyndham Clark with 3 birdies in a row to wrap the thing up with like kind of the tournament slipping away a little bit, a couple of bogeys on the front. Rory making a run again as the fan favorite. That's a very, very tough environment for anybody. And for Wyndham Clark to go out there again and kind of get it done. I know, like Frankie, you were just talking about it, Kiz having that level of kind of like being a dog when it matters. I feel like Wyndham kind of proven that he's got that, where it's not always the prettiest. He's not always the most consistent, the most accurate. We saw that when we played against him, but he's got that firepower in there. He seems to do in like a lot of these tournaments that he wins. He seems to do where he's got that round or two where he really separates himself, goes really low, and then it's hard to hold a really big lead, and it kind of push comes to shove late and at big moments, and he does seem to have that dog in him where he gets things done in big moments and kind of has just gotten it across the finish line for a handful of huge events now. This yet another one. I know it's not as big as those 2 U.S. Opens he won, but playoff event, BMW, kind of flips the script on the player of the year conversation. And yeah, just, obviously, his game better than we do, Kiz, but I think the young man is coming off what he said was the worst year of his career last year. And to turn it around this year and get this win, insanely impressive from Wyndham Clark.
Yeah, I agree, and I think we should start the debate on who the player of the year is. I'm putting Wyndham Clark as my guy for player of the year, major championship, couple wins. Wow. Hell of a comeback. But I also wanted to touch on your St. Louis thing because Smiley Kaufman, my coworker at NBC, put out a tweet that I loved where he just like praised St. Louis, talked about all the fanfare, and said, we got to get a championship series somewhere in St. Louis, which is a big, bold ask. And I don't know if being a local, do we have any feelings of that, and where do we play it? Do we play it at Bellerive? Is there any talk of that, or is that just him talking a big game?
There's been majors at Bellerive before. I think the PGA, and I can't remember if it was like a U.S. Open or not. So it's hosted majors, the PGA in 2018. I think Gary Player won another PGA at Bellerive. I don't think we have another course on that championship level. Like St. Louis Country Club is from a golf course architecture. It's like the purest in St. Louis, but it's old school. It's short compared to a lot of them now. So I don't, it doesn't have the infrastructure and all that. So I really do think in the St. Louis area, it would pretty much have to be Bellerive. I think the President's Cup in 2030 is going to be back at Bellerive in St. Louis. So like, that's a pretty damn big deal. I loved hearing that from Smiley. And like I said, like, it's hard to sit there and try to like tout your own hometown as like, we have great fans, because you set yourself up to get made fun of quite a bit. But it does mean a lot. I mean, St. Louis, love golf. We don't have a ton of sports. Now that we don't have the Rams for the last decade, we pretty much just have the Blues and the Cardinals. And then we have Mizzou Sports in Columbia, which is like an hour and a half from St. Louis. So we don't have all 4 major professional sports. So I think that leans into it too, of like, it's almost the opposite of a little bit when they talk about West Coast sports fans and LA sports fans, when it's like, well, they have the beach to go to and they have beautiful hiking to do. So like all the sports teams aren't top of mind. And in St. Louis, it's almost like we're starving for that a little bit. So when something like the PGA Championship or the BMW, the PGA Tour golf at the highest level comes to St. Louis, like our sports fandom is starving to kind of go out and show up. And I always get a little nervous again going in because like people are going to judge your hometown, whatever. And always just like feels very cool to have people praising St. Louis. Those are my people. Those are all my day ones. I had a ton of friends going out there. And that's like probably the number one response that I get from people like, oh, I visited St. Louis. I stayed in St. Louis. Like, man, the people were insanely nice. And so just to see it on a big level in the world of golf is really cool. I just don't know that we have another venue in like St. Louis that could host like Bellerive can. It's a huge like ballpark. I know distance was really key and all that. The way that the topography is in St. Louis is like, we're really clay based. So as you know, Kiz, like the water, which we get all the time, has nowhere to go. And so it's going to be soft. And if you have like soft golf courses, you need distance. Otherwise these guys can just shoot a trillion under par. And so that makes it difficult to have any like firm and fast golf course and open up options for places to go. And so it's probably Bellerive, and hopefully they could kind of keep bringing huge tournaments there because, I mean, what it was, Wyndham was 16, 17 under, I think is what he ended up at, and won by like 3. So it's not like he shot 30 under par. But yeah,
and that's the sweet spot.
Smiley, and I think it'd be really cool to see another major come back there.
That 16 under is like the sweet spot. That means you got a sick golf course. The best players in the world can make birdies, they can make bogeys. That's kind of where everybody feels like that is the sweet spot of a true test of golf. That's fair. People can make birdies. I'm still trying to work my butt off to figure it out. So I love when it's in that scoring range.
Yep. I do too. Yeah, it was. Let's see. Bellerive has hosted the 1965 U.S. Open, the 1992 PGA, and then it held the 100th PGA in 2018, which was Brooks Koepka over Tiger. And then the St. Louis Country Club actually hosted the 1947 U.S. Open, but it's way too short, I think, now. But yeah, I'm also with you on Wyndham Clark being Player of the Year. I think the major stands out. It's weird because like last week I thought it was no-brainer. Scotty was coming off a win by 8, and he had so many second places and top 5s and top 10s that it's like, are we doing Player of the Year? Are we doing player of like their best 5 weeks of the year? But man, Wyndham's resume throughout the year now, I think it's like enough of a question and not obvious enough that you got to give it to the guy that's got the U.S. Open.
No, I totally agree. And the way he won the major championship, the way he's dramatically won last week, the way he kind of ran away. What was that, the Byron Nelson earlier this year? He's just really done it down the stretch is what I continue to see. I wasn't able to watch early on Sunday, but I kept getting updates about, hey, Wyndham, Rory's back. Every tweet you saw or every social media you saw on Sunday was about Rory, right? Especially from that 2 to 4 o'clock range. Rory's charging. Rory's back to even. And then Wyndham just put him in his pocket and finished it off. I thought it really is a testament to his fortitude down the stretch, and I think it's amazing. And a comeback from what he says the hardest year of his career last year, and able to come through and beat, one of the top 2 best players in the world down the stretch at Bellerive in the playoffs at the BMW. I think he deserves it. He probably finished 30th at the Tour Championship now that I'm saying this, but it's still, I think he deserves it.
Also, both times it feels like he comes back to earth a little bit, lets people in it, starts to falter a little bit, and all the conversation around, playing with the lead is really difficult. Is he going to get to Wyndham? And then he settles it down, ends up coming out with the win. That's more impressive to me than just like blowing away the field, where you start to, get off your game a little bit, and it looks like you're going to unravel at every moment. And then especially with live betting on DraftKings and all this stuff, everyone's hopping on the guys behind him. You start to see him, he's 3 over. Oh my gosh, Wyndham's going to explode. Bang. He just rights the ship. He shuts up the haters. He gets it done. That is like, we've all been there. I mean, we've all been in a position where you've had a lead. You've been right there. Whether it's just our own matches or, a member guest, whatever, you have these times where you're like, I have it in the bag, and it starts to get away from you. That feeling is the worst. It's worse than being in last. When you have a lead and it's going away, that feeling makes you feel like the smallest person on earth. Everyone's looking at you. Everyone's just like waiting for you to fuck up even more. And to be able to like go with beyond that and win is super impressive to me. So I think Wyndham's overcome a lot this year. And I feel like the fans obviously were against him for a lot of it. So he's definitely impressed me, and I've been a fan of him this year.
Me too. Honestly, like Shinnecock made me a much bigger Wyndham Clark fan on the golf course than I ever thought I would be, and even more so watching him out there like over the course of the weekend. I think like I just have such respect playing for when you're clearly not the fan favorite, and the way he's leaned into it in interviews, I thought he's handled it so well this entire year of like basically reporters asking you directly, being like, hey, like clearly people don't like you. What do you think about that? And he's like, his answer is he kind of laughs it off, and he said something to the effect of like, yeah, if I don't get support at the President's Cup playing in the U.S. here next month, like I might have to just move to Mexico. And he's kind of laughing it off. Like, I think that's awesome. And that's not like a side of him that we had seen before. And it's just kind of endearing, you know. It's like it's cool to see a guy who's like up against it, answer the call and like do something for him and for his team that is so meaningful. And it almost flips the script a little bit, in my mind at least, where I'm like, fucking right. Like, good for Wyndham Clark. That's awesome to see when he's kind of in the arena up against everybody. So did you guys, Kiz, you see the video of him where he's grounding his club behind the ball? I think it was like 8 or 9 different times. He switched like 8 iron, 9 iron, 8 iron. And he was doing the thing. I think John Rahm was like zoomed in on this a couple times too when he was playing on tour, of like they ground the club right behind the ball. The rough moves and it like looks like the ball might move, but like it doesn't. And it's clearly not a penalty within the rule, but people are really zooming in on it. Did you see any of that at all?
I just saw, now that I'm an announcer, I get the announcer feedback. So like Frank Nobilo and Trevor Immelman commented on it, I think, during the coverage. So people were sending me those clips of what they were saying and asking me if I agreed with it. I don't really know what you do there, man. I mean, it's rough. You're trying to read a lie. You're trying to pick a club. You're trying to see what you – I mean, it's in the rules. If it's not in the rules, give them a penalty. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's in the rules. You can figure out if it's an 8-iron or a hybrid. You just set the club down. I don't know what else to tell you. He wasn't, like, improving his life. The ball moves and it's a penalty, but the ball didn't move. So move on, in my opinion. I don't even know why people are even talking about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was intrigued by Nobilo saying that, because I guess it was Immelman that said something along the lines of like, oh, he's grounded his club a handful of times, and I think Nobilo was like, his lie will definitely be better or something like that, which I think kind of got people going. But it is 100% like, even the people that were trying to call and drum up some sort of controversy were like, well, it's the rule, and it's like clearly within the rules. I've just always been shocked that people do, and clearly he's Wyndham Clark and I'm me, so like he's doing it right. But I've always been shocked that people even get that close to it, because I'm always like petrified of a Bryson situation or of a zoom in like that, or even getting within the realm of doing something that would make the ball move, that it just feels like super aggressive for no reason to get that close to it. But I guess like your guys like judgment is so acute of like the lie and how it's going to be, that's like, I wouldn't be able to get that much information out of that, where it feels like you guys are able to kind of get your club in that specific part of the rough and get, I guess, a pretty good feel for how different that lie could be from another lie.
I can guarantee you he knew well before he ever started putting any one of the, 4 clubs down. He knew whatever I did, that ball wasn't moving. 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
And the same thing I would do. I'd be like, well, I can't put my 8-iron down behind it to check the lie because the ball's going to move. But on that lie, he said, I can check every single club. That ball's not going anywhere. There's plenty of grass underneath it. It's going to stay right where it is, and I feel comfortable checking which club I want to hit out of it. And it's just from experience. It's not like we're some experts. We just do it all the time, dude. We play golf all day, every day, hit it in the rough, and we're trying to read lies all day, every day to figure out what the ball's going to do. And we've seen so many balls fly out of these lies. Like, I can set my 7-iron down. Did it today with Frankie and told him I had no chance. And I hit it anyway because I'm an idiot. But that's just what we can do. Like, we've just seen it enough. It's whatever everybody else does for a living. That's what they see every day, right? That's why they're good at it. They've done it through experience. I don't know how else to explain it to people. It's like, I don't go into the dentist's office and be like, well, my tooth hurts, but I think you should do this and this. It's like, no, I'm going to let the dentist tell me what to do.
Do you have a cheat sheet for what balls do out of certain lies? Like for the listeners?
It's just all feel, man.
So you couldn't say like out of this type of grass, if it's in the rough, it's not going to spin, it's going to jump. Or it literally just based off of each situation?
Well, I can just walk up to your lie and tell you what it's going to do. I can't just say, hey, if it's sitting down in Bermuda rough, it's going to knuckle and it's going to fly farther.
That makes it even more impressive that these guys know exactly, because it's all situational based. It's all based off of the exact scenario in the exact grass. As opposed to, like, for me, I'm looking for a cheat sheet, something that you would find on ChatGPT, where I pull out my phone and it says, all right, I'm on Zoysia, I'm in the rough.
Kiz told me it's going to jump.
It's going to jump. So we're going to take 1 club less. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm looking for, but it seems like there's not that answer.
No, every lie's different.
Oh,
Every lie's
You-
different.
You guys see those videos of that guy that talks to like AI and like
Yes.
can't and gets the AI just.
I love him.
He always catches it in like really dumb things where AI can't quite figure it out. It was like he did the one about which month in the calendar has an X in it, and the AI was like, "Oh, that month is December." Where he's like,
I've
"Oh,
shown
really?
Trent this
Where's
guy at the
the-
Barstool
where's the
Classic
X?"
a million
It's
times.
So fucking funny.
And then the way he responds is like, no, it doesn't have an X in it. And the AI is like, you're right. Oh, dude, you have to see this guy.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, he just fucks with AI. It's unbelievable.
so funny.
It shows how stupid
Oh.
it is. Like,
That's
everyone's
so
so
good.
afraid of AI taking over, but, like, it still has its limitations.
I agree, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sitting in my buddy's law office. He uses just AI all the time for his lawyer.
Yeah, I don't want him
perfect
to be
for
my lawyer.
lawyers, dude. The one
He's like,
I,
he's going to
the
like
one I
defend
just
someone
saw
tomorrow,
is
and that
he's
person's fucked.
the guy's like, hey AI, a burglar's approaching my house. I need you to bark like a guard dog and scare him away. And the AI is like, bark. And he's like, no, you're just yelling bark. That's not going to scare him away. He's still coming after me.
It's so
He's
good.
running right at me. You have to start barking. It's so
Bark louder.
oh, it's so good. It cracks me up.
Him and Grill
Um,
Guy are my favorite accounts on Instagram.
Who's the other one?
I love Grill Guy. We love
Oh,
Grill
yeah.
Guy.
Yeah.
He is the best. I gotta show when we're
Yeah,
done
we
with this.
got we got
It's
the
just
grill guy.
anything that's like he's a dad, so there's just a lot of things with like marriage and having kids and like meeting parents of kids. There's a lot of very relevant, funny, skits that he does. It's very good.
And you told me about a guy trying not to make a 5 on his account.
Ciao James, Handshake
James.
Bets. Handshake Bets. Yeah, they just so when this comes out, I would assume that that's the latest video, but he's trying not to make a 5. He's trying to go 5-less in his round. He's day 77 just came out, right? So we love Avery. Avery Zaretsky is a Rangers absolute loser. He's a Rangers fan, but we love him. He's a Barstool guy. Went over to
Great
Handshake
guy.
Bets. They're based in Chicago. Avery didn't want to move to Chicago when Barstool moved to Chicago, but then he went with Handshake Bets. That's something that always cracks me up. But you know what? He found himself a pretty damn good crew over there. We
Yeah.
love the Handshake Bets guys. They are DraftKings guys. Anyway, he can't make a 5. So whenever he makes a 5, challenge is over. And he does a great thing where he puts it on Instagram, the first 9 holes, and he goes, if you want to, like, he always does it on the front 9. It's unbelievable. And he's like, if you want to watch the rest of this video today, it's on my YouTube. So he's the only guy on Instagram that I go and I click the damn link in his bio and I go and watch it because, like, it's genuinely something I have to go see the ending to. And yesterday, no spoilers, but spoilers, he freaking made it to the 18th hole and he lagged up a putt and he had all 4s and less. And it was a par 4, and he just freaking 3-putt the 18th hole. And it was like, dude, it was a 5-foot left to right. Like, he makes those with his eyes closed. And he just didn't give it enough break, and it just zipped off, and it lipped out on the right. He actually almost cried at the end of the video. Dude, 77 days of this challenge. Yeah, he was pretty, like, down and out. They had to, like, end the video. He's like, I can't talk anymore. So he's very invested in this. So, we're in the same business. We're putting out content every week. We don't give that many, like go watch this instead of go watch ours. I'm saying a must watch on James's from Handshake Bets. I think he's doing a great thing. It's a really it's a must watch series.
So is he playing every day, 70 or you don't know?
I don't know.
77 times he's filmed.
I mean, there's only 52 weeks in a year. How long has this series been going? He's probably doing it twice, 3 times a week. Like,
Yeah, he's doing
pretty,
it a shit ton. I
He's
see
doing a
him all the
shit ton.
time. I watch
That's
every one of
outrageous.
them.
I thought
too.
you just meant like 77 days in a row, and I was like, how?
No,
is he
that's
doing it?
crazy.
This
No,
is
no, no.
insane.
That would be crazy.
I remember he was like a couple months ago. They were talking about how they were going to go to Tobacco Road and film one, and I was like, "Ooh, like the first hole is par 5. That's like not a guaranteed 4." And Avery texted me the next day and was like, "He made 5 on the first hole."
See you later.
Dude, he's got this interesting
See ya.
swing where he kind of just like everything's like a draw swing. You would actually like it. And he like barely brings it back here, but everything's just like a compacted draw.
Nobody draws it like you, Frankie.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a snapper.
Nobody draws it like
Little
you,
toe
buddy.
snapper. We also, for all the people at home, do you want to tell everyone? about the weights?
I mean,
Do you
I
wanna
don't even.
admit-
My mind is so twisted after.
Just admit you were wrong.
Okay, I was wrong, but I'm not sure exactly if I was saying it wrong.
Kiz was all over it. I think Kiz was mixing up what we were trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
I think he's understanding that if you put the weight on the toe, it slows down the toe. But then he was saying that stops a draw. So he was messing up on what it essentially does, but he was getting correct what it does, if that makes any sense.
I
got a message from someone that was listening. He's like, Kiz was all over it, but he was saying the wrong thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's hard to do this whenever y'all don't come to Aiken and just do the pod. I think you should all move to Aiken, and then we could just sit in a room together and we could talk about it.
Well, I said this guy has had perfect club face attack of a ball his entire life. He's never had to deal with putting 8 grams on the toe and seeing what that does to a snap hook.
Right.
So today when he grabbed my driver,
I grabbed his driver. I was like,
oh, I think
you do have it set up correctly.
And I'm like, that's the opposite of what you
He's
said.
like, you lied.
You said you got to put it in the heel. You're driving me crazy. We were trying to come up with a way that putting weight in the heel makes it go. No, you had it right the first time.
Yeah.
That's one of those kids just knows instinctively, but he doesn't know how to explain it. He's
Right.
like, I just know.
Yeah. That was
Being
my
on this,
bad.
we
For anybody who's listening that calls me an idiot, that was my
You're
bad.
not an idiot. It was just, yeah.
Just
We
need to
present him
see
with
it.
things that he never comes across. Like when we were at Old Edwards, and before the round, I asked him how many forced carries are out there, and he's like, I don't even know what that is. Like I don't like. What do you? He does. It's never even in his vantage point to think about a forced carry. So he's like, I don't know what that is. So on this show, he comes across things that he would never ever think of, and this is two of them.
It's endless, dude. Like him playing from our ball, you're seeing things you've never seen. You play golf the most out of anyone that's ever. You combine all the golf we've played on this podcast, it's not even a tenth of the amount of golf that he's played, and we still show him things that stuns him on the golf course. Stuns him.
So the pro, when Trent and I were warming up that day before his breaking 85, I was like, so we should play the 1-2 combos or whatever it was. And the pro was like, yeah, I'm just a little worried about the forced carries. And I was like, what? He's like, well, 1, 3, 4, 5. I said, 1, 3, 4, 5. What are you talking about? What does he have to hit it over? And then we get to the first tee, and there's a hazard 60 yards off the tee. And I was like, never even saw that. Never knew that was there.
One at Palmetto.
Never knew that was there until that pro just told me. Jordan Kenner told Trent about it, and now I'm worried that Trent's not going to carry it.
Dude, Kiz has had the same ball flight and strike for like 25 years. It's like it's the same thing. So he sees every hole in every golf course the same way, right? It's like a right to left, little draw. We're hitting the right side of the green. We're bringing it in left. When we start talking about all these things that aren't that, he's like, I've had blinders on my entire life aside from that shot. There's no way I see a pond that's 112 yards off the tee box to the right. There's no way.
Well, Trent hit one in this shit that I've never even been in my life, and he looked over at me and like, how do I chip this? And I said, I'm starting to learn that I don't think I'm your guy. I love you, but I've never been in that situation. I don't think I'm your guy. I think Frankie needs to take the throne from me. Frankie's probably better. He's been here before. I know Frankie has. I'm not really sure how you hit that ball.
No, you make us better. Right. We just need you to be around us more so that like you got to bring you in the mud a little bit more.
That reminds me of like when Kevin Chappell told us that like this golf course
had no trees.
He's like, there's no trees on this golf course.
The most trees I've ever seen. Dude, I looked at him.
The tallest, most limbed up trees of all time.
Dude, we stood up to he goes, yeah, you guys are gonna love this place. Wide open, literally no trees out here. Every single hole was tree lined. It was actually the most opposite thing anyone's ever said about a golf course.
Surely he was just messing with y'all, right?
He was definitely off the bench at that point.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
He was a full-time player. He was a starting pitcher.
He's starting point guard.
Yeah, he was a Cy Young winner, MVP back to back.
48 minutes a game for that Kevin Chappell.
Oh man.
Speaking of playing basketball,
he's hilarious.
Speaking of playing basketball, I had this guy. My wife got me a portable Xbox for my birthday. It's like a portable PC that has an Xbox controller on it. It's sick. It's unbelievable. And what you can do is you can play the games that are attached, that are downloaded on your Xbox at home. You can play them wherever you are in the world. So I have NBA, NHL, MLB, all these games. I'm playing them on the plane and hotels. I'm a little kid, but like this keeps me going now. It's giving me like a new rejuvenation for being on the road. I get to do the stuff I like to do at home on the road. I put the sticks in Trent's hand at the airport the other day. He was playing NBA, just getting back, looking like a little kid, hitting the buttons, like getting aggravated. It was unbelievable to watch you play a video game. I really enjoyed it.
It was really fun, and I also learned that I'm like more emotional than I realize when I play video games because we're in Terminal A, and I'm like trying to push the ball up the court. And if I hit an outlet pass, guy dunks the ball, I'm standing up and I'm losing my mind. And people are like, what is this 37-year-old man doing? We're all just like waiting to board the plane. But yeah, that thing's sweet. That would like eat up a lot of my time, and I'm sure it eats up a lot of yours.
Dude, he was like, bomb from 3, and everyone's like, we're at an airport.
Can't say bomb.
Fun. That's good, fun stuff. Gary Woodland. Shout out to Gary Woodland. Great friend of the program. Really, really good dude. Everybody knows his story at this point. He was very emotional at the BMW after playing well enough to get into the Tour Championship. So he'll be able to be in the top 30, finish out the year at the finale event of the year. And also shout out to him, just one of the all-time one of us moments where he just cold topped his tee shot on the 9th hole at Bellerive. He's playing great. Got himself, I believe at the time, he got himself within one shot of the lead at the BMW Championship. And that lead is Wyndham Clark, Rory McIlroy, all these great players. Gary Woodland's a great player as well. Stands on the 9th tee, cold tops his tee shot into a creek that was 90 yards in front of the tee box. And then afterwards, he just said, he's like, I don't know what, I don't know. He's just like, I really just don't know. I was trying to hit a certain kind of shot. I got on top of it. I looked up and it was just a cold top into the creek. So love to see that. Makes everybody kind of realize like, yep, it's really hard for all of us. I don't know if you've ever done anything like that out there on tour, Kiz, but that was something.
I don't remember a cold top, but I've got tons of shanks, which are probably even more embarrassing than the top. But I just showed Frankie, I text G-Dub on Sunday night, just like this strong arm, because he played great. And he made it to a tour championship, first time since 2019, all the things he's dealt with. Incredible feat. So I just sent him the strong arm, and he goes, I got to read it to y'all because I just showed it to him. He goes, thank you, my brother. I hit it in the short bunker on 10 today. Most improved. And I said, I told that story on the podcast last week. And he goes, I definitely thought about it when I walked in there.
That's
awesome.
Great.
So he must have got it on the
amazing.
green. I don't know if he got it up and down or not, but he must have got it on the green. And we didn't play hockey back and forth. And then I just wrote back at the very end, and I said, at least you couldn't skull that one. And then, quote, fuck you, Kiz.
What happened with him? And did Colt say something about him that Colt got a little like backlash on? He like made a little joke. Do you see that?
No,
I didn't see it.
They're tight.
Richard,
so
did you
I
see
don't
that?
know. I don't know that.
Dude, look at Colt Nose's Twitter. He said something about his anxiety or something. He made a little jab at him, and people were coming after Colt, being like, "Oh, like everything he's dealt with, you're gonna say that?" And he's like, he's one of my best friends.
Yeah,
Like, he would
they're
absolutely
boys.
laugh at
Yeah.
this. I didn't know if you guys had seen that.
I'm
Doesn't
sure.
It
No.
makes much sense if no one heard
It
it.
would be the people, not G-Dub.
Right.
Yeah,
God,
I
he's
didn't
the
see that
man.
either. But yeah, I know Colt and G-Dub are extremely.
Yeah, they take planes
Gary
together. I mean, they fly from all the events home together and stuff. They're like the closest duo ever.
Gary Woodland, fun fact, was at the opening night of Barstool Scottsdale with us. He came over with Colt Nose. So that's how tight those two are.
There
They
you
came.
go. Alistair
was there. We had quite the crew that night at Barstool Scottsdale. So yeah, Gary's the man. We'll have to get him on afterwards. But nice to see him finish and get to East Lake. So always rooting him on. He's the best. He's the man. Something big is coming on September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. All roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means from Texas to California to Florida, every fan is in on the excitement, and it's all in one app. Every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember that date. That is September 2nd. A lot more fun with DraftKings, gentlemen.
Sure is. There's a lot going on right now. And, we got football right around the corner, but baseball is heating up, these huge divisional games. We've got really, really big baseball games coming up. And then, football is just here. I mean, every weekend now we've got preseason, and everyone's getting in the mix with it, whether it be first quarter, first half. I love the prop bets for football. I absolutely love an over for a quarterback throwing yards because you're in the whole entire game. You're there no matter what the score is. As a Jets fan, I like to do all the props within the game because I know as a fan the game's for nothing. Like, we're not actually watching for the score. We're watching for all the stats within it, and that's where DraftKings comes in huge for me.
Get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers sign up with code FORE, F-O-R-E. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. Includes all markets. That's code FORE, F-O-R-E, in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. This episode of Foreplay is brought to you by Kraken, the official crypto and trading platform of Barstool Sports. Golfers, guess what? Kraken just launched the Crack Card. K-R-A-K card in the U.S. And if you're already spending an irresponsible amount of money on golf trips, tee times, hotels, you might as well get something back for it. So here is the deal. You can get up to 2% cash back on everyday spending and choose whether you want it in cash or in Bitcoin. No monthly account maintenance fees. You can get a virtual card instantly. And once you've got $200 in your account, you can get the physical card. Up to 6% cash back on hotels booked through the Crack app with around 2.2 million hotels available. That's a lot of hotels. I didn't even know there were that many hotels. You could spend across 600 plus currencies. Add the card to Apple Pay or Google Pay, and eligible money you're not spending can earn up to 5% APY. So spend money on golf, potentially get cash back. Don't spend it. Eligible balances can potentially earn. Crack Card is live in the U.S. now. You go to kraken.com/barstool to learn more. That's kraken.com/barstool to learn more. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say that ever since our contest ended, Kiz and mine's Kraken accounts have gone through the roof.
Dude.
I literally just showed it to Frankie and said, "Can you believe this? You just listened to us berate how bad we are at trading crypto, and suddenly I feel like
he's at $12,000.
Dude,
I'm
Bitcoin
at
is
like 12,000.
Bitcoin's ripping the last like 4 or 5 days. Ripping.
Yeah, we've noticed.
It's absolutely unreal.
I passed Riggs the other day just on a random text. I said, "Have you checked your Kraken account?" And he's like, "No." And he flipped it up. I was like, "Holy cow, I'm beating you now."
Incredible. Dude, we started with 10K each. We were in like 8,000. We were kind of getting crypto ass kicked for the entire 2 months. And then as soon as that contest ended, we're both at like $12,000 now. So Kraken and crypto, baby. Let's go.
Love it.
Make sure you go check out the Crack Card. That's K-R-A-K card. It's live in the U.S. now. That is kraken.com/barstool to learn more. We got to talk about quickly this good situation. It's taken over everywhere. It's now my entire algorithm where it's gotten to the point where everyone has to do the like TikTok green screen of them talking and giving their opinion on the whole thing. So it's the only thing on my feed. I'll lead off with a couple of things. No brainer, horrible ad. Everything about it, horrible ad. I think the number one takeaway from people is just like, how on earth did that even get out? How, like there's X amount of people, whether it's a marketing team, whether it's whoever's conceptualizes the ideas, whoever approves it, if it's Callaway and good, is it just good? Is it somebody? There had to be a handful of people that had to have seen it. And how the hell does that get approved? How does that get out? I think that's the number one takeaway. Absolutely horrible ad. I completely understand and really feel for all women and women having to deal with domestic violence, having to deal with like being in the game of golf in general. Golf does not have a great history of like inclusion, and women participation is, I believe, the number one growing demographic in golf. Is how many more women are playing golf since COVID than were before, which we love to see. So terrible ad, terrible judgment on all that. But the other thing that I will add is that making a mistake like that, putting out a really dumb ad like that and how bad the optics were, does not also mean that Garrett and the good crew are like terrible people and that they are not advocate for women's golf. We know those guys really well. They are fantastic people. I think they've done an amazing amount of good for the game of golf, and not just for the game of golf, but for like directly supporting and helping out women in golf with good girls, which is like a group of girls that they, a year or so ago, put their platform behind, supported, and then promote to try to help that entire group. So, you know, a lot of me sitting here being like, damn, I can't believe they put that ad out. That was stupid. A decent amount of the backlash, completely well-deserved. That's what you're going to get. It's the internet. I've gotten my fair share. We've all gotten our fair share. Totally deserved. Fine. What I would defend is that, like, that doesn't make them bad people. It doesn't change my, like, opinion of them as people. I know that they don't advocate for whatever negative connotations come from that ad. So I would just defend that, like, I can very easily be like, oh, boy, that was a huge mistake. Yep, people are going to pile on you. You're going to get that. But still be like, you guys are great for golf. You guys are great for women in golf. I believe the main reason I would say, just totally guessing, that like the girl was involved in the ad anyways is because that they wanted like their arm of good girls to be involved in a big ad. Turned out to be a gigantic mistake the way they did it. But I guess all I'm saying is, like, knowing them and being able to speak as people that have spent a lot of time with them and know them, I know that they're like good people that don't advocate for the negative messages that could come from that ad. Doesn't change the fact that it's just a terrible, terrible ad that they put out.
Yeah, it was brutal. I mean, sometimes you just miss. I mean, it's there was just nothing funny about it, which was unfortunate. Like, you really just, you watch it and you're like, I don't even understand what they were trying to get across. It doesn't sell drivers, being like, you can't hit this driver, I'm gonna deck you. So like that's my like that would actually sell less drivers, being like, I'm the only one that can touch it. All in all, it just doesn't make sense. The storyboard should have been tossed out. But it does make me, it's just the internet sucks now, in the fact that, like, it makes everyone afraid that the next mistake that they're going to make is going to end their life. Like, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone in every field makes mistakes. And the fact that we do benefit off of, like, in our line of work, we benefit off of all of the likes and the comments and the views. That's how we have a job. So, like, it comes with a lot of the negativity as well. It's just unfortunate that, like, a lot of people also in their worlds benefit off of people liking their product, but then, like, when they slip up at work, it doesn't mean that they are, like, everything that happens in that slip up is the exact type of person that they are, and they can never correct anything that going forward. It's just, we live in a weird world in the media world where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very strange where, like, the second you just make a mistake, like, God forbid, oh my God, I just, like, messed up, guys. Like, you're not even allowed to, you have to put out, like, once you make a mistake, you got to put out a brand colored apology letter on your Instagram. It's like, holy shit. Right. I totally get where the backlash came from, because it gives people an opportunity to bring up why this is an issue. So I'm not saying that people aren't allowed to kind of complain about that. They definitely are. It definitely opens up the door to being like, hey, this is an issue in the game of golf, and this just brought us to this point to be able to talk about it. But to say, like, Garrett and all these guys, I mean, they're just trying to figure out ways to be, you know, they just messed up. They messed up. Yeah. It was a dumb ad. Callaway messed up. I mean, how that gets through. I mean, everything we ever do with TaylorMade on one of these huge brands has to go through 95 different people. They all approve on it. It's got to make sure that it's, like, coming from the right place. I don't know how that got through all the doors. It's insane to me. But yeah, I mean, we're always, like, Riggs said it best. Like, these are just guys just making mistakes, and they're good people. And, you know, there's like 7 to 10 years worth of footage of them, you know, doing the exact opposite of what people are calling them on the internet. You know, one mistake doesn't really change that in my opinion. Yeah.
It feels like one of the flaws of supercharged internet commentary is that you are your mistakes. So any mistake that you make automatically, like you guys are saying, their entire past of what they've done and what they've built, that doesn't matter. They are now this ad and what that ad represents, or what people think that ad represents. And that, to me, is, it gets out of control. And you do see and my whole feed also is all videos of people making selfie videos being like, here's what's wrong with this, and here's why these people are the worst. And it's like, there's more nuance to it than that. With that said, horrible ad. Frankie showed it to me. We were at the Barstool Classic. He was like, "Watch this and tell me what you think." And
I was stunned.
I didn't know what they were going for at all. Like, is it a horror movie cut? Is it like in our line of work? And it sounds stupid because we're literally just like people who put out golf content, but tone is so important and stuff like that. And what we always go for is we try to be funny. Sometimes you hit, and sometimes you miss, and you fall flat on your face, and it's embarrassing. But at least the goal is always to try to be funny. I watched that thing a couple of times, and I don't really know what they were going for. It was never going to be something that people were like, this is a great ad. It's a great representation of everybody involved and the companies involved. It's the whole thing was befuddling and dumbfounding to me. But I would echo what you guys are saying there, where it's like, we know these guys, the things that people are saying about them who take it really, really far. That's not true. That's just like internet commentary going crazy. But we're also saying it's one of the dumbest ads I've ever seen.
What'd you think?
Yep.
I just don't have a whole lot on this. Yeah. I mean, we talked about it in the cart today, and obviously I agree this is not a good ad, but I guess my 2 cents were, why were we trying to not let people hit our driver if we're trying to sell drivers?
The whole
that
thing
was the first
that.
thing I saw.
Yeah.
On top of everything else,
I don't really have a lot
premise.
to
add.
Yeah, the plot.
There's got to be like
there's
got to be a premise. There's got to be a reason for why we're trying to sell this driver. There's got to be a conclusion. There's like, you're building out a story, right? You have this ad. There's a story. All right, new driver. We're out here on the golf course. What's the story going to be? And the story's like, it's my driver. No one else can touch it. Okay. The girl tries to touch it. We deck her. It's like, okay. But like the other guys touch it and you don't tackle them. Where along that line did we not be like, hold on now, what's the premise here? Like, what are we actually doing here? We're tackling her. The other guys are just staring at it. What are we doing? So the whole thing was weird. And yeah, I mean, listen, the haters are always going to hate him. There's no doubt about that. They're posting pictures of Garrett wearing the good across his chest. They're like, anything is it's an open door for hate. Anytime you make a mistake.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for them, they're just going through it right now. They're going to be completely fine. I mean, they're all good guys. We've hung out with them a million times. We've seen the type of people they are. Good Girls is a rocket ship of a YouTube brand. I mean, Garrett's dating one of the girls in Good Girls. He's putting her on every single pedestal he could possibly be on. He's so proud of what Good Girls is doing. He talks to us about it every time we're around him. I mean, they're crushing us in views. I mean, from video to video, it's unbelievable. So, like, what they're doing, like you said off the top, Riggs, is just getting unnoticed right now because a lot of the hate. I think they're going to be perfectly fine once this thing all just kind of settles down, and they're going to keep doing their thing and dominating the YouTube world.
That's my girl, Marissa.
Marissa's a fucking stick.
I played with her in the ISCO Championship Pro-Am last year. Had no idea who she was when I was obviously playing the tournament. And she got up there and just hit this rocket 275 down the middle from the up tees, and I was like, this is going to be a real problem today. Like, I don't know who this girl is, but she can smash it, and we've been buddies ever since, and she's cool as hell.
Yeah.
So shout out. Her last name's Winsler, right?
Winsler?
Winsler.
Yeah.
Marissa Winsler. I love her. Shout out,
I
Marissa.
do eventually need and want the story of like how it got through. I don't know if that'll ever be public, but at some point I need to know if there was ever a guy in the corner of the room that nobody listened to who was like, wait a second. Like, it feels like a situation where it was tunnel vision the whole way, where people are like, no, it's going to be fine. We're going to put this out. People aren't going to think that we're representing this. It's about the drivers and Callaway. And at some point, it just got all the way through, and people were like, let's put this on the internet. And that's
even
crazy.
Like horror movies don't, like, if they're trying to do a horror movie, they don't even tackle the person trying to get away. You know what I mean? Like, all of it was just, like, even if you're trying to recreate a famous scene, they wouldn't even like knock the girl, like the person down.
I think that's what I saw something that's what it was. It like a recreation of a scene from a show or a movie or a meme or something is what
Maybe.
I was reading, but I couldn't quite find all the information on it. But like, I think that was the premise, which tells me it came from like a marketing company or something. And they probably were just like, yeah, we'll do it. And then nobody was like, well, that was a miss. We're obviously not going to put that out. And then here we are. But yeah, I guess that's exactly what I was trying to say. It's just like, it could be a horrible ad, horrible decision. People can very much be within their right to be upset and to highlight that, like, it shows some bad things that we're trying to evolve away from. And at the same time, we can all be like, they're still excellent people, and even use this opportunity to like, I'm going to tell people, go follow good girls. Make sure you subscribe to their YouTube. They're crushing it. We spent time with a bunch of them when we did film a couple weeks ago, and they're unbelievably impressive players. Like you said, they're getting a ton of views, and they're appealing to that growing demographic in golf, which is huge. And good and Garrett and the people that are under fire right now are a huge reason for that. They like invested in that. They support the hell out of that entire group. And obviously they're hoping that it turns out to be a great business as well, but they're investing, they're using their platform for distribution and everything to highlight these girls and how talented they are and how great they are in the industry. And that'll get more women playing golf. So like, they've been huge advocates before. And I think it's really important not to like paint them with one brush from one mistake when they've got a decade or 7-8 years worth of just phenomenal evidence of like great values, being great people, doing great things for women in golf and golf in general, growing golf for the younger audience, all of that. So I would like to also just highlight that, remind people of that like we can sit here and say, boy, you guys fucked up. That's the worst ad I've ever seen. I can't believe that got through the cracks, and be like, you're still great people that are going to be fine. And that's where we're at. So, yeah, that's what I think on the whole thing.
Wild how far that has reached, just in general, in terms of commentary. Just everywhere.
Yeah, they got the they got the foreplay treatment, which was got on New York Post I saw today, and that's when you've gone full foreplay on something. I don't know that's where you want to be. So,
that is one of my favorite things is when you text me, here we've done it again, Kiz, you and I on the New York Post. I was like, I don't even know what the New York Post is, and I don't even know what they're talking about. But I do appreciate when you send me those texts every once in a while.
That is like the official barometer for when something has gotten outside of just the golf algorithm, and other sites that literally exclusively exist to just cover the most engagement driving stories on the internet have grabbed whatever you've done and brought it to their thing. That's the barometer, is the New York Post. When I see it on New York Post, I'm like, oh, okay.
We're getting out there now. We're getting out there.
Yeah. At one point they were like Dave Portnoy beat writers. It was, the whole thing was like a Dave Portnoy stream.
That's right.
Because he's the most polarizing man on the internet, and they're like, we'll just jump on all this stuff.
It's just like Dave Portnoy weighs in on this podcast. Dave Portnoy gives his opinion on the owner of this team. It's like just what they would do. So,
can I run with something for a minute, Riggs?
Yeah.
My other favorite thing that y'all have taught me on this podcast is that hasn't come across my desk, or that's come across my desk.
Yeah.
I have started using that.
Yep.
I don't know where that came from, and I've only been on this for like 8 months now or 6 months. But boy, when I'm walking around Aiken, South Carolina, and somebody's like, "Have you heard about this?" I'm like, "I hadn't come across my desk yet." I don't even have a desk.
That's a brilliant special. I took that from Frankie.
I love
it. Has anything come across your desk recently?
I was hanging out with Dave not too long ago, and Dave uses it too.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't know. I was asking for an update on like who was the original came across my
Dave
desk.
said it to you.
Dave's
just out of nowhere. It hasn't
a couple
come across
times.
Wow. So maybe I've just like subliminally.
Maybe you picked it up from Dave, or
not even realizing
or he picked it up from you.
Oh, there's so many like Dave-isms that probably have leaked into my brain. My lexicon, is that the word I'm looking for?
But when he said it to me in passing, I was like, it's unbelievable. That's what I hear on my podcast all the time.
There's a million things I've probably picked up from him from being in an Uber with him for 7 straight years. Sense. Like every conversation.
All right, I'm glad we aired that out right here, because I was like,
I'm proud to admit that. Like,
I did a whole 180 on him one day, and I was like, did you just say come across my desk?
Has anything come across your desk this week that you want to talk about? Anything interesting?
Well, we can't. I had some interesting things from today, but we'll save those for the video.
Are we allowed to talk about where we just went before here?
Palmetto?
The property you showed me?
Yeah, I don't care.
Kiz drove us by. He's building a house, okay? So we're driving. We go to Palmetto. built in 1892,
92.
which I said is not that far off from 1776. Like the world was a wild place in 1892, and they're building Palmetto Golf Club, which is nuts that we're still playing on that same property, same greens, the whole entire deal. We learned that they were probably playing on sand greens back in the day.
There was only 4 sand greens in 1892, and then they changed it to 18 holes.
What
and
year?
all your Yankee fellas that brought their horses down in 1892 on trains, Yankee Frankie. That's what I've been calling him all day. Yankee Frankie.
I love it.
He
that's sticking around.
Banger. That's a banger.
Yankee
Kiz.
Frankie was just shocked by the 4 greens, and then Sir Alistair McKenzie, when he did Augusta, turned it into 18 holes and routed it the way you played it today.
It's incredible.
But carry on across your desk.
Played Palmetto, and we're driving. We're going to grab some food, and we're on our way to go get food. And he goes, Brendan, we got some time before the food gets ready? Yeah, okay. Why don't you make a left over here at the stop sign? We make a left. All of a sudden, the Chevy Tahoe starts bumping on a dirt road. We're like, all right, well, now we're off of civilization. What's going on? By the way, we're in the middle of Aiken, which there's a huge big old sign that says the best small town of the South. I don't know. I guess that's self-appointed, but they have a huge sign that says we are the best small town in the South. Great town. It's literally what you would want if you're building a town. Nice big church steeples, and you've got 2 main strips of I would say even more than 2 main strips, but you've got all these restaurants and bars and just like bistro lighting connecting one street to the next. It's just a beautiful little place. Good sports, good high schools, the whole entire deal. And you pull off this main hub, and all of a sudden you're on this little dirt road, and you come up to this sign right by all the chaos, and it says Kisner Construction. You're like, now what's that? He goes, make a right. There's another dirt road. We pull down this dirt road. We're 2.5 minutes from Palmetto. And we pull down this other dirt road. You go around, and all of a sudden there's this vista of just clay dirt. These 2 huge old
historic. Make sure you say historic so these people don't come after on my desk.
Historic. What are we calling them?
Barns.
Historic barns. And then you've got this foundation set on this beautiful cliff with 8 acres of land and all this. I would consider it like limestone walling or whatever, and these trees. I've never seen a landscape like this with the sun just falling beyond the trees. I'm like, where are we? He goes, this is my new home that I'm building. I'm like, you got to be effing kidding me, dude. Kisner found himself this plot of land that's just like right in the heart of things that couldn't be more secluded, right? So he's got this whole outrageous area that he's got these 2 barns that were used for like horse stables, historic horse stables, that now he's preserved, he's reconstructed, he's going to use them, he's going to utilize them correctly. And to the left of that, right? So you pull in. Now that can be used as like an entranceway. You go around him. He's got this house. He's showing me and Brendan. That's where, Henry's going to be. That's where George is. All this stuff. We're like, holy shit. Like, you're like, see, I've never seen a house like that. Like just the layout of it. And he's walking us through like, this is the wall. That's where my master's going to be. And this right here where you're standing is going to have windows overlooking. I can't wait for it to get done. You know what it was? It was mind blowing that this guy, who's an idiot, has figured out a way to like be that successful on the PGA Tour and also do what I saw today. You know what I mean? Like that's an outrageous property. Brendan's shaking his head. Yeah. Like that was fucking crazy what I saw today. So like really the premise of the story is shout out to Kevin Kisner, because that's a pretty damn good life. We get one spin around this thing and he's doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like out kicking his coverage on life.
Yeah.
In every aspect.
T-Money, Brendan walked around with me for like 5 minutes, and I was showing him around. He goes, so you just like took your whole mountain house concept and decided, I found a place in Aiken that I'm going to build it, and this is what I'm going to do. And I was like, yeah, pretty much. I like the mountain porch so much that I bought another place in Aiken to build a house.
Cool, dude.
Like my mountain house.
It's the accent, dude. People underestimate the accent. They hear that and they're like, what's this guy got? And then I think it was Jim Furyk when we had him on. He's like, don't let him fool you. Don't let the accent fool you. He's smart and knows what he's doing. But I've seen the mountain house. I can't wait to see the Aiken house. The guy knows what he's doing when it comes to building houses for sure.
And I know it's coming off. It's like a sucking off Kiz segment, and you don't have to like.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not sucking you off. But like, it's just it had to be said. Like, and I know everyone. This is probably obvious to people. Like, hey, it's PGA Tour like winner. and he's super successful. It's really cool when you get to know him. He's a regular guy, and like seeing all this stuff. Like I've never really been around that. I've never seen that. That was really cool to see something at the ground level like that. I've never seen a house be built like that. It was crazy.
Well, it was kind of outrageous how it happened because we were just driving from Palmetto to come do the podcast, and we were ordering food. And then I was just like, hey, do y'all want to see this house I'm building? And Brendan and Frankie were like, yeah, of course. I was like, well, you just take a left right there, and it's right there on the right.
That was a little shack.
Yeah. And then they pulled down and said, what in the fuck is this?
Dude, it gave me so much respect for all of my construction workers out there listening to this. Like people that are laying fucking foundation and concrete and like mapping out houses and architects and stuff. It's got my brain spinning right now. I can't believe it. It's just I've never really thought of it that way, right? Like you go on Zillow, you look at a house, you go and get it, you move in, and then you hate it and you move to the next one. It's just like you never thought to just build your own way through. He's talking through this is where we're going to walk in. This is going to be the door. I'm like, I can see it. I can visually
do you get like
see
an
it.
architect or something? Do you like hire an architect?
Yeah, architect. I worked for almost 2 years on it. It was a big project, but it's as much as a site project as anything. So shout out B&K Grade and Paving. They worked with me on it for the last 6 months, and I showed them what they were doing. Like I met with them for 2 hours this morning on site, and then I decided to take 6 more trees out that I didn't really love, and then we showed back up after we played golf, and the trees are down
gone.
and in the dumpster ready to be gone. So shout out to them because nobody works like that, and it's incredible. It's more of a site work problem just because of the way the land works than a house problem. The house, obviously, design the house on the site was a crazy deal, and that took forever. But then once you get the idea of what you want your house to be, the site work, 8.5 acres of just a eroded problem on a piece of property. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be really cool.
Is it all like is it like virtual on the computer the way you like design the house now with the technology?
So yeah, the computer does the plans, but the computer doesn't do what the other 8.5 acres are gonna do. So you got to be out there, boots on the ground, with the people, and they ask you a lot of difficult questions that you're not ready to answer at 40 years old. I'm 42. You guys are all younger than me, but it's like, well, do your kids want to sled down this thing? I'm like, it snows once every 2 years. Like, what are you talking about? They're not going to sled any, man. We just need like grass. And like, well, what do you think about throwing football out here? And I'm like, God, this is too many questions. I don't know. Can we wait? And they're like, well, we can't really wait. We got to kind of shape it now.
Shaping the ground.
Yeah, shaping the earth.
I'm now picturing you, all those pictures that come out when Tiger's building a golf course, him in jeans and Terminator sunglasses with his hands on his hips, looking around like, what are we going to put here? That's Kiz at his house.
I'm mostly wearing shorts, though, unlike Frankie. I'm wearing shorts and boots.
See where my hand is right now?
He's covering his ankles right now.
Yeah, I can't be.
He doesn't like this camera angle at all.
No, I hate this camera angle. We got to go play Trout National, by the way, speaking of a Tiger Woods
I'm a member.
course. You're what? The hell?
Are you?
I'm a member
of Trout National in New Jersey. There goes the fucking microphone. How random is that? Because the Tiger Woods.
That place looks insane.
This fucking guy, by the way, like,
oh, come on, dude.
I know we've been a couple months into this, like, and he's a Foreplay member. It really, when you're down here and you're watching him play at Palmetto, and he's here at Hobby Golf, and he's like. And he's a member at Trout National. Just like the little things that he just says. He's texting Gary Woodland during the podcast. He's calling Tiger Woods, like, whatever, over a chip. It's just like all of this stuff for us in the golf world. We are golf podcasters.
He's coming back. But
we're golf podcasters. Like, this is wild.
He's above us.
It used to
He's
be
like
a crazy thing when Kiz came on the show as a guest.
Yeah, so Mike Trout is an investor in Jupiter Links. And he's a cool guy. And then
he made you guys members?
Well, no, he's just like, hey, I'm building a golf course. Do you want to be a member?
And you said, yeah.
Yeah. And then he showed me pictures, and it was
place
awesome.
Is incredible.
I know. We got to go play. Yeah. Let's go. We should see if we could film there.
We should go before this season ends.
Yes.
Done.
Get you up north.
Awesome.
Yankees.
Send it across my desk.
Let's go to a Yankee game, and then we'll go play Trout National. We'll play when Trout comes to Yankee Stadium. We'll see Trout. You'll say hi to him. I'll go meet Aaron Judge, and then we'll go and play.
Do I have to set that Aaron Judge?
Yeah, you got to do the whole thing.
I got a guy.
Your guy hasn't answered me today.
All right. Yeah, let's go. Have y'all seen the renderings?
Oh yeah.
the buildings.
Yes.
It looks
insane.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Tiger
I got
Woods designs.
I got the whole member packet, and I was just like, holy cow, dude! Like, obviously that all started over text and emails and phone calls with all his team. But then they were like, hey, what's your address? We need to send you the member packet and all the stuff. And I started looking through the book. It was like, holy cow, dude, this place is incredible.
Where are TW designs ranking amongst golf course architecture lovers? Are people loving it? I mean, I know it kind of gets like the Paynes Valley is a resort course, but now you got Trout National. There's a bunch of courses out there that he's designed. Do you guys have any info or opinion on like where people are falling on that?
I'm playing is one of his designs at Asheville, North Carolina, at the tour event here in a few weeks, the week before the President's Cup.
What's the call?
The cliffs at Walnut Creek or Cove.
Oh, wow.
I think it's one of his original designs in Asheville, North Carolina.
I had somebody at the Barstool Classic tell me about the cliffs. They said it's incredible.
Yeah. We're playing a tour event there. That's the first one of the fall series.
Kevin Kizer's playing.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Unreal. That's so exciting. We played Blue Jack National, the Tiger course, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Me and
It's
Trent
kind of
played
like
that
Augusta,
8
though,
years
right?
ago.
One cut, pine trees, pine straw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. It was sweet. Really sweet. So yeah, I guess I've played 2 maybe Tiger courses. I think the only one I've ever played is Paynes Valley, but it's a great question, Frankie. I'm not sure if they've like delved in on that or not. I don't feel like I've seen many videos pop up. Didn't they do a tour event at the one in Cabo, Kiz?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's coming up this fall. I believe it's still on the schedule. I want to say it's like Diamante or something like that. But yeah, they play it there. I don't really. Most every Tiger course I've seen is wide open. Shocking because he drove it like ass. But I don't know. I think you design it the way you like to play the game.
For sure, which I love. That's why I like his courses. Kind of trickier.
But how many do you think
can
he's
drive into.
designed? Would you say under 10?
Oh, Ryan Richardson, we should look this up. We'll all throw a guess in there. I'm going to say Tiger Woods designed. I'm going to say.
In the world?
Yeah. I'm going to say 6 golf courses.
Do you want me to go
say,
next?
I'm going to say 7.
Trent, I'll
8.
round it out. You go ahead.
8.
All right, I'll take the over.
Okay.
It says around 11 notable golf courses and short courses worldwide.
Once again, the
Wow.
Tour Pro wins.
Do you have a list?
Are we counting short courses, though? There's a 9-hole short course.
The hay at Pebbles is kind of hard not to count it. That thing is sick.
Damn.
We'll count
Yeah, I
them.
have a list.
Yeah,
It's,
let's hear them.
Blue Jack National.
Don't sound so enthusiastic, Ryan.
It's late,
Got a
man.
long night ahead of him.
Ryan's hungover too, dude. We got after it Piners for a couple days. Played the Cradle.
No, I feel all right. It's just, early wake up to bring the footage
It's true.
back. But anyway, Blue Jack National, El Cardonal
Yeah,
at Diamante.
that's
Paynes
it.
Valley,
Diamante, I told you.
The Legacy Club at Diamante, Trout National, the Hay at Pebble Beach, the Oasis Short Course at Diamante, Jack's Bay, parentheses, the playground, Cobb's Creek Short Course, Marcella Club, and Blue Jack Ranch. Those are the 11.
There's a lot of short
I don't
courses.
know, man. I'm
A lot of short
thinking
courses.
it fills out at about 7 or 8.
It does. There's a lot of
I
short
think it
courses
fills
there.
out 7 or 8.
One place called the Oasis, which I
The
don't know what
Oasis
that is.
can't be an 18-hole
No
place.
way. No way.
No
That's a
chance.
putting course.
It's like a one hole closest to the pin contest.
It's just like a spa at the end of the first hole, and you just go in there and get facials and pedicures.
God. Trent and I are heading to Woodlock. We're gonna get some spa treatments in a week or so. There's nothing better than getting a really good massage.
Agreed. I might
Yeah.
do that this week. Actually, that's a great
It's
idea.
the best. And it's one of those things where it's like because I love massages, but if you were like, I love massages too much, people are like, take a break. Take a breather.
Throw some
Like,
cold water on
relax,
your
dude.
face.
Relax. But I just like the way a massage feels. It's incredible, and I will be getting one when we go to Woodlock, 100%.
I can't get over that you're doing this podcast from a bed.
Welcome to my Atlanta hotel room. Doesn't have a desk, no chair. and really pretty bad lighting. So I was like really not conducive for doing a podcast, but I got off the plane, got in an Uber, and I was just like rummaging in here trying to figure it out. The laptop is sitting on the bar cart and I'm sitting on the bed. So you make do with what you can.
You got to do what you can. You know, we're here in the hobby with lights, cameras, action. We got the entire crew with us. I mean, it's just good life right here, man.
What is the hobby again? Explain it to the people, because we came down here and we filmed something. I think we did a podcast here around the Masters. Like
we didn't do a pod. Y'all just came to Aiken to get a cord because y'all couldn't get one in Augusta.
That's right.
And then you text me like, hey, we're coming to Aiken, and I told you to come here.
That's right.
The hobby is an experience that my friend Kevin Maloney and Aaron Angel and I put together, where we decided we wanted to have all of our friends join a private membership club to be able to get access to all the time to hang out with the people they want to hang out with. And we built one in downtown Aiken. The second location's opening in Greenville, South Carolina in the next few weeks. And we look to expand. So we just turn open space into the ultimate guys hang or girls hang.
Cool. It's really cool.
You can, I mean, I'm looking at a dartboard. I'm looking at a shuffleboard table. I'm looking at a simulator. I'm looking at a bar. I'm watching our whole staff laying on couches laid out like they're watching college football.
Smoking cigars up here.
Smoking cigars,
Playing in a simulator. Yeah, it's a really cool idea. So, yeah, I mean, for people in Aiken, right? Like, you already have members here, so they come up here. This is like their getaway. You don't have to belong to a club. You don't have to go to an actual golf course. If you need a getaway aside from all of that comes with a golf course, this is a really cool late night, come in, kind of get away from the rest of the world, and this is like your man cave, essentially.
Or any time during the day. I can come in here and hit balls when it's cold or rainy or whatever, and there's, members here working on their computers or iPads, sitting on the same couch that I'm looking at Brendan Jones sitting on his snoring right now.
Oh, Brendan's gotta be so tired.
Yeah, so it's ultimate hang, and when we open Greenville in the next few weeks, we're all gonna fly there and we're gonna film the pod from there, all of us. Let's do it.
Bigger location than this?
Bigger location in Greenville because it's a bigger town.
Nice.
And it's right in the middle of downtown. This one we're sitting out, it's right in the middle of downtown Aiken, and it's awesome because it's 24/7 access. Like, we just walked up at 8 o'clock tonight with bags of food.
Yeah.
And swipe your app and off you go. It's pretty sweet, man.
Oh, we're in the expansion phase. Maybe Foreplay, maybe Foreplay might have to get involved in the expansion phase here.
Only if we go to St. Louis next.
That's what I'm talking about. We'll bring a major championship there. That's what we're doing.
You find the spot, baby. We're ready. And then we're going to Cedar Rapids. And then last but not least, we might go to Long Island.
Yankee Frankie.
Yankee Frankie gets to pick a spot.
I love that.
Yankee Frank. How good is that? How have we not thought of that yet?
A+.
Incredible.
He's a Yankee fan, too. Like, it was sitting right there for us.
You fucking got my ass, man.
We're just not that smart.
It's fucking real good.
Smart. This episode is brought to you by Whoop, the wearable device that gives you personalized insights into your sleep, recovery, the strain you're taking on, and how daily choices may be influencing your overall well-being. With Whoop, you can better understand how your body is responding to the travel, the training, the late nights, warmer weather, and packed weekends that come with this time of year. It helps you see what's supporting your energy and recovery and what might be holding you back. Trust me, alcohol holds you back. We've proven that weekend after weekend after weekend over here. Whoop is more than just a device on your wrist. It is a combination of a sleek, non-invasive wearable device and a companion mobile app. I love Whoop. I showed last time I have like almost 1,600 consecutive days rocking Whoop. I'm in a couple different group communities within Whoop. My buddies from St. Louis, a bunch of my buddies from Arizona. We kind of compete for who's going to get higher recovery, who's going to get better sleep. It's very, very fun, and it is very, very good for you. See, Rory and these guys, JT, like, they're heavy on Whoop, and they're always showing what their recovery is going into the big tournaments, majors, whatever. It's enormous for your life, I would say.
I want a post of Frankie's recovery tomorrow after playing a match against Kevin Kisner.
I mean, he definitely drags you down to the mud a little bit, so tomorrow's going to be an interesting one. But I was just showing, and we've got a big day tomorrow. We're going down to Atlanta. Trent and I, we're going to play East Lake, we're doing this amazing closest to the pin at East Lake with DraftKings, which will be a lot of fun. But with Whoop, I've got a 7-day streak of 100% sleep performances with a 15-month-old. I mean, you want to talk about a guy that's absolutely murdering sleep right now.
Pretty good.
Crushing it. Shout out to Frankie Boy for sleeping until 8:15 right now. Really crushing it. My recovery's been, it's funny. You do look like it's 88% on Tuesday, 88% on Wednesday. Thursday, obviously, is the night that you go out and get a couple drinks, 56%. Friday is another night. Maybe some people are going out and getting dinner. You have a drink, 62%. And then Sunday comes around, 95, 94, 95. It's amazing. One drink, one fried chicken sandwich. It really shows you that, like, if you're not on top of it, you're gonna lack a little bit. So it really keeps you honest, man. The Whoop is an amazing tool to have, especially as you get older.
In my entire Whoop life, I've never seen 100%.
Sleep or recovery?
Whatever.
Yeah, no.
Never been 100%.
7 days in a row right
I'm
now.
shocked by you.
It's
Go ahead,
incredible.
Trent. Tell us about your
I'm
Whoop
sleeping like a
experience, Trent.
madman right now.
Oh I was gonna say my Whoop can tell when I'm on the road. Like my recoveries when I'm at home sleeping in my own bed, as opposed to I've been on the road now for like over a week. I can't get above a certain level because I'm just not sleeping as well as I do when I'm at home. So it's like it can tell what you're doing and the differences in your life. And drinking is obviously a big one, but even the bed that you're sleeping in, it knows, man. It knows everything.
Big time.
It does. You can join Whoop today, everybody, at join.whoop.com/barstool. That is join.whoop.com/barstool. You're going to get your first month for free. Go join Whoop today. That's join.whoop.com/barstool for your first month free. There's something for everyone when it comes to Reese's. Look, this show right here, we like candy. We like chocolate. We like things that are delicious. We like desserts. Reese's is about as good as it could possibly get. It is the superior candy. It's our candy of choice. It is the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. I don't know how to say enough good things about Reese's, if we're honest with each other.
It'll turn your day around. That's what I'll say. Like I had a long travel day today, and I was just like, I had a couple connections because I was back in Iowa for the weekend and Cedar Rapids. If you're trying to go anywhere, you're going to connect. I was in the Minneapolis airport. I was just like, I was kind of dragging, having a rough day, bought a Reese's, ate it, and it turned my whole day around. And that's really as much as I can say about it. Where like if you're having a bad day, get a Reese's, it'll turn your day around. You'll be having a way better day. And it's just one of the best candies of all time. So yeah, it's up there. It's probably the GOAT. It's the GOAT candy.
How about me and Kiz had a huge debate today about a Reese's Take 5 bar. We wondered what that crunch on the inside was.
We argued about it for a whole.
Yeah, so I said that it was a pretzel. He said it was a wafer. It turns out to be confirmed. It's a pretzel that gives it that crunch. Yeah, it's a pretzel that gives it that crunch in the Take 5 bar. But, he definitely gave me that doubt to say, oh, maybe it wasn't a pretzel. But I just looked. It's confirmed a pretzel. Take 5, Reese's Cups. No matter what you do, their whole Rolodex of chocolate candies is absolutely incredible. Reese's just knows what it's doing. On the last show, I talked about the invention. We went through the whole entire thing, the inventor, the date, the whole deal. That's a day that should live on in infamy for all mankind to recognize that this is a day that we started to get sweet. We started to get legit. We started to get our stuff correct when it comes to peanut butter chocolate candy. And that's what Reese's did. An unbelievable invention. Shout out to the Take 5. Shout out to the Reese's Cup.
Reese's, baby, the official candy partner of Barstool Sports. Go get Reese's wherever you shop. One of the only other little stories I had on my list here was Harold Varner III's story with this golf course, but I don't want to jump to it too early because we're going to get him on the pod this week, so I want to have him for next show, so I don't want to go through the story without him because we want to hear from him. Apparently, him and some buddies, the golf course put out a statement that they got kicked off the premises for asking like 3 or 4 or 5 different times to play as a sixum. The course said no. Then they tried to join up. The course said, since you did that after we told you no, you're off the premises. Then HV3 released a statement being like, that's not exactly true and how it went down. We're very respectful. Plus, we want to talk a little bit of LIV because we just had Michael Lasasso, who's 22 years old, went to LIV. He just won his first LIV event, which I think there's a decent chance it's going to be the last LIV event that there ever was. There's a decent chance that could be true. Bryson DeChambeau posted on his Instagram story it was a good run with pictures of him winning live events. So to talk to someone, HV3, who again is in the news with that story, plus being a live guy, we can kind of wait to go through all of that when he's actually on the show. And then the only other thing I had was, you guys see this fight at the Barstool New York office today?
Before that, right before we get off the golf, real quick, I want to give a shout out because I watched the DP World Tour event. Scott Jameson, I had it on. Frankie Boy, my son, is like,
played at Augusta College, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah,
Scott,
right
the Scottish guy.
Yeah,
no way.
Augusta State back then. Now it's Augusta.
Holy smokes! So I'm watching this. Frankie Boy only wants to watch golf on the screen. It's unbelievable. Like if he's in the living room and there's TV, he just does this thing, and you have to put on golf. So I had Golf Channel on. DP World Tour was on during the middle of the day. They're playing at Trump International in Scotland, so it's a home event for this Scott. And he's playing. His name is Scott Jameson, right?
That's right.
It's unbelievable. There's a lot of Scots going on. And he won for the first time in 14 years. It's his second win on the DP World Tour. He won for the first time in 14 years. Like, to me, that was a really cool story to kind of lock in on. He kind of like was a little nervous on the last 2 holes. Was coming in. People thought maybe he would like 3-putt the last hole, and the guy in second place would make the eagle. And there was just a lot of talk about could he kind of fumble this victory, but he didn't. He held strong, and I was really excited to see someone like that persevere. Kind of like later 30s, maybe golf was getting away from him. He didn't think he'd ever get back to the winner's circle, and he just kind of kept at it. A lot of those guys in the DP World Tour, it's stunning. It's its own world, man. Like, we're so used to the PGA Tour, and I think maybe this is like a live argument where like we're just so honed in on like American golf events, and then there's these guys that's like his 200th or whatever, 300th event that he's played on the DP World Tour. I'm not even paying attention to this thing, and this guy's like weeping on the grounds of Trump International, being like, "It's my first time winning in 14 years," and everyone's going crazy
is
there.
Such a long gap.
It's such. He's like, he goes, "It's so hard to win," and like you're just fucking, you're so into it. So big shout out to Jameson, really cool. And there was also there was a rules dispute during that I was watching live. Who was that guy? You know that guy,
Sean Norris.
South
African.
Norris, South African.
Oh yeah,
dude, did you see this?
Yeah,
stepping up
Was
to
this
a golf
the divot?
Dude, he
yes.
stepped up to a golf ball. There's a fucking replaced divot underneath his spike. He sees it and he kind of just like wiggles it off his foot, and they gave him a 2-shot penalty.
That was
Can't
crazy.
improve your stance, dude.
But dude, like, he didn't improve his stance. The stance hooked on to him.
My favorite I saw response to that was, there are dumb rules and they're really dumb rules, and then there's this.
Dude, the replaced divot. So for anyone that didn't see this that's listening, Sean Norris is standing over an approach shot. He's in that fairway. Someone clearly had made a big divot, went back, put the pelt down, stepped on it. Norris is standing over that, probably not even thinking of it. Steps over his ball, takes a practice swing, steps away from his ball, realizes that replaced divot is now attached to his foot, which there's nothing he can do about that, kicks his foot away to the left, and the divot goes flying, steps into the ball again. They assessed him a 2-stroke penalty for improving his stance. Like, what are you supposed to do if the ground is attaching itself to you? That is where golf just loses me, man. I don't know. Yeah. Like, is he supposed to stand like this, like a freaking clown, and hit the ball because maybe the ground will come up from beneath him? That was unbelievable.
I was trying to get Frankie to do that all day so I could assess him a 2-shot penalty.
Oh,
but
that wasn't going to happen. Right. That would have been great.
He was locked in all day. He wouldn't do it. Just watching him all day like a hawk to see if he could pull the Sean
was
Norris
not gonna
out.
happen.
He wasn't going to do it.
No.
Going back to the HV3 thing, he texted me that he wanted to jump on. He in fact texted me, "What time do y'all record on Monday? I'd love to talk about was it Bear Slide, or is that Bear Slide Lies?" So
Yeah.
We'll get him on Wednesday.
Got kicked off a golf course.
Yeah, we'll get him on Wednesday and let him speak the air out of that thing. I sent him the link tonight, but he said he's out hunting pigs, which is a real thing.
Country
in the
boy.
South. He's a country boy.
It'll be good to get him on. We can talk a little live, and I want to hear about that story from him. So people can look forward to that. It's a little teaser there for the next show. And then shout out to our guy Tommy Smokes, just throwing his life right in the line of fire, risking it all out there, try to protect the office. Beautiful to see, really.
Pathetic
Was he the one that ran
loser.
away?
Yeah, did you see the video? Did you see
Was he the one that ran away?
Did you see Dave highlight?
Oh, yeah.
No, Brendan Jones was showing me some videos because I had no idea because I don't keep up with social media like you guys. But yeah. This is the one. He just backtracked. Yeah.
Like a true runaway.
How fast
Like a
can I get out of
true
this situation?
Twitchy, like instinctive runaway around the corner.
Sort of grabbed the desk to like hold himself up and shuffle himself away. Just a pathetic display.
Absolutely.
And he's
also had
on-
no idea it was on camera, so none of it's for a bit. It's just 100% truly how he reacted to that situation. For anyone that has no idea what we're talking about, Barstool HQ had an Uber driver show up. This is in the New York office. Had someone show up to the office. The Uber driver got into some sort of altercation with Gia, who's a longtime Barstool employee, Fran's sister. She's always in the New York office. She's ordering food. She gets it. There's some sort of altercation. I don't know anything beyond that as to how it escalated to what it did. But basically, they got into a confrontation about her food or the delivery. Maybe he thought that she said something. I don't know where it got to, but it got into like a physical thing where I think maybe she got like hit or pushed or something. And then our security guard jumped in and just completely saved the day. Took a bunch of like punches to the face. This Uber driver was masked up from riding a bike or a motorcycle or something. So he's wearing
like a
shield,
big old motorcycle helmet.
Wearing a motorcycle helmet, just throwing bows, throwing his head at everybody. Just a complete, absolute animal and lunatic. And then Gaz, who's employee number 1 for Dave Portnoy. If you read the Barstool book, he's a huge part of all the success of Barstool Sports. He's still in the office to this day, even though he's employee number 1. He's grinding in the New York City office. Goes in there and just to a lot of people, they probably think that Gaz is not going to be the first one in the fire. He fucking ran right into it, and he just jumped in, grabbed the guy off of his back, and just completely eliminated any more progress that was happening onto our security guy's face, essentially, because he was bleeding. It's crazy, dude. It's nuts what happened in that office today.
Yeah. Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Gaz. People forget Gaz back in those Barstool Blackout days. There's a picture that always goes around. Him and Feidelberg got in like a huge brawl with some frat at some college. So Gaz is ready to throw down and he's ready to step in. But I mean, that's a situation where you don't know what's going on and you just got to for Gaz to jump in there is, I was proud of him. That's pretty incredible. But the whole
there was a bunch of people that jumped in, but then Tommy Smokes, you got to go look at Dave Portnoy's Twitter account. Tommy Smokes is highlighted in the red. He sees that an altercation's happening, and he just did everything he could to look at it because he wants the drama. He wants to be able to talk about that for the rest of his life, but he doesn't want to get involved in it, which I can't throw too many stones. Like, I don't know that I'd be the first person to jump in and be like, throwing haymakers at someone with a helmet.
You would run for the hills with Tommy
So like
Smokes.
I'm not going to be the first person to be like, I'd jump in there and save the day. I'm pretty pathetic as it is. I'd probably resort to just being like slapping the top of the guy's helmet. I did throw one punch in my life. I've told this story. Big Rob got punched in the face. We went to this. We were like probably underage at this bar.
Your high school buddy.
Yeah, the reason why his helmet. The reason why his teeth would always fall out in the middle of a sandwich while he was eating sandwiches at work while he was not laughing at work because he just had like a desk job was because one of his teeth were fake, and that's because he got knocked in the mouth during a bar fight one time, and we were like super young, like I don't even know if we were supposed to be in this bar, and everyone's kind of just like in this circle, and one guy takes off. I think Big Rob took this guy's hat off. This guy was dancing in our circle, and we're all just like hanging around, just like talking amongst friends. The guy comes in, he's trying to shove people. Big Rob takes his hat off and kind of tosses it, and the guy just sucker punches him. I don't know if you can call it a sucker punch if someone takes your hat off, but like knocked him out. We're like, holy shit! Now we're in a fight, and I'm behind the guy, right? So I'm like behind you. You're the guy that hit Big Rob, and I'm the first one on the scene. So I kind of used that as like like around. He wasn't looking at me. He had no idea it was coming.
Did you connect?
Barely.
Like
I got like my thumb on him. And then I kind of backed up and everyone else got like elbows and punches and like people were going in. But I did the Tommy Smokes and I slinked away. I got one punch in my whole life. Never got knocked away.
You got a thumb contact.
I was just like, nah.
Well, judging by your motion right now, the punch didn't have a whole lot of authority.
They gave him like maybe a little ear ring.
The best part about the video is that I don't know what definition the video's in, but it is so blatant that he's wearing red.
Yeah.
I mean, is that not the craziest part? Like, everybody else is in neutral colors, and you just see, what'd you say his name was?
Tommy Smokes.
Tommy Smokes just in red. It's like they put a freaking bullseye on his ass and like, you're the idiot. We're going to make fun of you on this video. You're wearing red today.
Tommy Two Blondes, though. He pulls chicks.
I'm sure he does.
Summer house, beach house. Somehow, some way, this guy, Tommy Smokes, on all these reality shows we have, he pulls chicks. Blondes. It's crazy.
Does he smoke?
No.
Oh.
He was in charge of the Barstool Smoke Show account.
Oh.
So back in the day, you would have this absolute he's just a twerp, right? Like, I'm a twerp too, but like Tommy Smokes is a twerp, right? You think of like the guy that's like posting
dweeb.
just a total dweeb, just a loser of a dweeb. Well, yeah,
Absolute
he's like posting
dork.
like all these hot girls in all these different colleges. This was like back in the day when we had the blog, really, really ripping, and like there was like, everyone was waiting for the next post. Tommy Smokes was the guy that was curating all of these submissions for like, I think I should be the Barstool Smoke Show of the day. So he called himself Tommy Smokes. It's unbelievable.
And it's still rolling.
Oh yeah, he's still rolling. He's been here for 10 years, 11 years. The guy's unbelievable.
Crazy.
Love it. Tommy Smokes.
Yeah, he's the legend.
We should get him on the pod.
Oh God, he would love that. He hates Trent.
Does he? How do you hate Trent?
No, they have a long-standing history. He says that he hates him, he loves him, but I think he might hate him from time to time.
I got to learn more about the interwebs of the Barstool life.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah,
it's pretty complicated.
It is. There's a lot to it.
It's a long history, All right, everyone. I believe that's all we got on the old list. We're gonna try to get Harold Varner III on, like we said, for the
Ryan
next
Richards
show, so we'll have
something.
more to get into. But really nice to see you fellas down there in Aiken, South Carolina, hanging with Kiz, getting the tour. It's beautiful to see. It's a beautiful.
Ryan
addition to the
Richardson, you
show
got
today.
something for us here.
Riggs, we do need to close out the show with a voicemail presented by Sports
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do a little from the gallery. I got a little sport clips to talk about, which is this segment is brought to you by Sport Clips. Look, we love Sport Clips. I got the whole ad read, but I don't know that I need to do it because we can talk about the fact that the app saves you a ton of time. I know myself, Trent, we're huge Sport Clips guys. You're going to get the kind of haircut at Sport Clips that speaks for itself. The one where guys give you a nod of approval. They got TVs on in there. It's just kind of the spot to go for guys who are the experts in men's hair, and they bring you from the gallery, which we love when people leave voicemails. So choose your time, choose your stylist, check in online today. Sport Clips is the spot to go. Once again, go get that app. Check in on that app. All right, let's do a little from the gallery.
What's up, boys? This is Josh from Jackson, Wisconsin. Here's my hypothetical for you. If every major of the last 30 years had been match play instead of stroke play, do you think Tiger would have more majors, less majors, or about the same? Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
What a question.
Wow. I think Kevin Kisner would have more majors.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Match
Damn
play
right.
assassin.
Match play
If you watch the
assassin.
video today, match play assassin. Just come back, kid over here.
Oh, man, that's a tough question.
I'll start.
Okay.
Sure.
I had a really good premise on his intimidation factor, but 14 majors is what Tiger has, correct?
15.
15.
Three
2019 was 15, right?
Yep.
I just don't know, man. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can. 15 majors is outrageous. 18 majors, Jack Nicklaus is outrageous. 15 majors is outrageous. It just takes a lot of things to go your way, and we saw so many things go Tiger's way in stroke play. I know he dominated a bunch of the majors, but in match play, you have to beat so many people one-on-one. Like, that guy could beat you on any given day, and across the day, across a 4-day tournament, if you're the best player, you're going to win. In match play, I could shoot 64 and lose.
Right.
So I'm going to go with no.
I think that's right. I mean, match play is way harder to dominate in, right? It's such a more flip of just like coin flip to me, in my opinion.
That's why I was good at it, because I'm a good coin flipper.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm good coin flipper. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it genuinely is hard.
It's an unreal coin flipper, this guy, Kevin Kisner.
Unbelievable heads every time, man.
Guy can't fucking lose. Give him a coin.
Yeah, you got lucky a couple times. Yeah, just, you know what I mean?
It's okay. I'll luck my ass all the way to it.
I saw that house today. You got lucky a lot. I mean, wouldn't that be like the general consensus amongst you guys as well? Like, I mean, it's definitely harder to beat a guy one-on-one than it is to just shoot your score over the 4 days. Like you said, anything can happen in one round of golf. How many times does Scotty Scheffler get off to a slow start and then build his way up as the weeks go on? That slow start, he's home if that's match play.
Plus, how do you do the bracket?
Right.
In a major championship at the U.S. Open, there's 156 guys.
It's impossible.
PGA Championship, there are 156 guys. The Masters is around 90. Open Championship around 144. How do you do the bracket at all these things? If you expect Tiger Woods to mow down, 9 people in match play across the course of the week, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. I agree.
15 times.
I agree.
15 times that he's going to beat 7
less.
to 9 people 15 times.
I think you'd have less. I just think right? Like, you need to go, like you're saying, Kiz, you would need to go like 6-0 or 8-0 or something to win. And like on stroke play, you don't need to go. You can lose like 35 times to people over the course of the week and still win the tournament by 5 shots pretty easily. You know what I mean? Like, you can have multiple days where people beat you by several shots, but over the course of 4 days, nobody's going to beat you. And you just can't get away with that in match play. So I would say he would still have quite a few. I mean, he won 3 straight U.S. amateurs, which are match play at the end. He won the match play several times, I believe, but I'm with you. I just think over 4 days of stroke play, the better player wins more often than they do over 6 days of match play.
A great point with the USM.
Thanks a lot. I was a good match play guy. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you were a great match play guy. I mean, it's the debate on with this tour championship format that they want to change to, where like a guy like Scotty Scheffler, who's number 1 on the PGA Tour in the rankings, he plays a 4-round format of just playing his own ball, stroke play, and then all of a sudden, if he switched it to a match play, the common argument against switching to match play for like a college basketball March Madness style bracket would be any number 1 could lose to a number 16 on any given day in golf, way more than compared to a college basketball or college football or any of these formats where it's like me versus you. I'm a better athlete versus you. I'm always going to beat you. I have a better program than you. I'm always going to beat you. In golf, anyone can beat anyone on any given day. So just the argument that's happening around this tour championship format alone, I think answers his question where, yes, it would be way more difficult to win way more match play events than it would be to win a stroke play event, which makes you look even better that you won so many match play events.
See, look at my partner over there. My partner and I. We're just doing it.
That's right. Strong.
The dynamic duo of the foreplay pod.
That's right.
You didn't lose that seat today, by the way. You didn't lose that seat today. This fucking guy right here. This fucking guy.
Well, since we're at the hobby, before we get off, at this point, I mean, we've been going for like an hour and 30.
What do you got?
Richard's probably gonna kill me, but since we're here at the hobby and we're having beers, you can probably tell as this hour and a half has gone by that the beers have been flowing here with Kisner down at his home course, his home hobby club. I've got a top 10 for you guys that we're going to rattle off really fast to end this show. Really fast.
Yep.
Okay? This top 10 is the states where golfers drink the most beer per round of golf. Okay? I think it pairs perfectly for what's going on right now.
I agree. I love it.
This is the states where golfers drink the most beer per round of golf. Trent Ryan, I'll start with you. Give me a state in the top 10 most beers per round.
So I'm going to go with, if you've ever seen any of these graphics for like top 15 cities that like drink the most beer per capita, like 13 of the 15 are in Wisconsin. So you gotta think that translates over to the golf course, because these are the same people that are in those other studies. So I'm gonna go with the great state of Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's our number one on the board. Trent,
Wow.
Ryan, 5.2 beers per round on average from every single person that golfs in the great state of Wisconsin.
Dude,
What's hilarious is Wisconsin wouldn't have been on my planet.
Spotted Cow beers? Come on, man. They know how to drink up
Love
there.
Spotted Cow.
so good. Look at any study. Wisconsin is all over it. They pound drinks in Wisconsin.
All right, Riggsy,
Wow.
let's see what's your first off the board.
Oh man, this is hard. Wisconsin is such a good answer. It wasn't
It's
even
incredible.
on my list either, and it's number one by a mile. It sounds like I'm gonna say my current home state of Arizona.
Arizona is 16th, not quite on my list.
Not quite on my
It's
list.
on my list, but it's not in the top 10. All right, kids, give me one.
I'm going Texas.
Texas is third, 4.6 beers
Wow.
per round.
I mean, how bad of a guess was that from
Woo!
Riggs?
That's not that bad. I mean, it's right there. If you think like,
Arizona's 16 and
All
Trent
right.
and I hit 1 and
all
3.
right, but
Pretty bad guess.
But here's the thing: whatever this data being brought in, he's only 0.1 away from 10.
Okay, never
like
mind.
he's
Good
right
guess,
there.
Riggs.
No, bad guess compared to how.
All right, Trent, stay hot, kid.
Stay hot, kid. We got 1
Yeah.
and 3. You got
I do think I'm from the Midwest. I know how people get down in that part of the country. So I think I want to stick in that area. I'm going to go with, should I go with my home state or should I go with somewhere like, I'm going to go with Michigan.
Michigan is not on my list.
Damn.
I was kind of thinking that too. I'm not seeing the board well with this one at all. What about do they just, I'm trying to Texas and Wisconsin. What about Georgia?
Georgia's not on my list, fellas.
God.
man, that
Kids, give
makes
me
it
one.
tough scene for me.
Give me one.
Tough scene.
Give me one right now.
All right, I'm going Florida.
Florida's number 2 on my list.
Okay.
Florida's number 2 on my list.
So I've got 2 and 3,
So
guys.
we got Wisconsin, Florida, Texas. Let's just rattle off the rest of them real quick.
All
Come
right.
on now, Trent.
I'm not giving up on the Midwest. I'm not. Because they have to be in there. Any place, although that goes, I was saying, any place that has winter, usually those are hard drinking people, but we're talking about golf courses. And then we already got Texas and Florida on there. Illinois.
Illinois is not on my list.
That sucks.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it just so that I don't not say it. It's somehow on the list. I'm gonna say Missouri.
Missouri's number 6. Missouri is
on.
number 6.
All right.
Riggs gets one on the board. We got 1,
Come
2,
on, you
3, and
Missourians
6.
out there.
Kevin Kisner, give me a state that's in the top 10 of drinks per round on a golf course.
California.
California is not on my list. Trent, go ahead.
Damn it.
I'm not giving up on the Midwest. Okay?
I think you
I
need to give up.
refuse to give up on the Midwest. I will never.
You're going to be here for a long time.
Iowa.
No, that's number 18. Good close though.
Where's
All right.
California?
California's not even in the top 30, 40.
Jesus, guys, drink
All right.
something
Well, they're
out
like
there.
Cali sober out there, right? They're all doing
It's
other
also
shit.
average per round, right? So you got to think whoever did this data point, that's a lot of people. It's a huge state. But Texas is up there and Florida's it's interesting.
I'm gonna,
I don't know.
I was going big state.
I'm gonna say a lot of Irish folks. I'm gonna go Massachusetts.
No, that's a great one, but it's not on here.
Fuck.
All
Ryan
right,
Richardson,
I'm
where's this?
picking my home state where we sit right now.
Yep,
South Carolina.
incorrect. Ryan Richardson,
Sorry.
where's this data from?
Bad
A
data.
survey. It's from a survey.
Okay, perfect.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's not on my list, so
I have given
we're
up
gonna
on
give
the
you guys.
Midwest.
We're gonna
No,
give you
don't
guys,
give us any hints. We
Come
gotta
on now.
keep going. Riggs, you're up.
Am I
Where's
up?
your
Ohio.
cottage?
Ohio's not on the list.
Holy cow. They were running out of states.
This is what happens. This segment has a lot of juice in the beginning. We're going crazy. We're hooting and hollering, and then we just start rattling off a lot of states.
New
that are
York?
out. New York's not on the list. No.
So Long Island, you don't
Mississippi.
drink?
We don't. Mississippi is number 10.
Yes. Okay.
Sounds like all the southern states drink the most.
Mississippi has 3.8 beers per round.
Wow, way behind.
Yeah, dude,
Alabama.
Wisconsin's at 5.2. Spotted
5.2.
cows.
Spotted
Alabama.
cows. Bring your 5.8 on. I'll take you and
Dude,
double you.
No, spotted cows are legit.
Yeah, I know, but bring your 5.8 on.
Yeah.
Whose turn?
Alabama.
Ooh, 12th. Tied with 10th.
I got one.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Tennessee's not on my list. I'm going to give you guys all one, and then we're going to rattle it off, and we're going to end the show.
North Carolina.
North Carolina is number 5. They're getting their
No
dues.
way that North Carolina's 5 and South Carolina's not on the list.
It's not even in my top 20.
It's
South
bad
Carolina.
data.
This is
I'm
Ryan
done.
Richardson
I'm
data.
done with this top 10, Ryan Richardson. It's terrible data. You can bring all those North Carolina rednecks down here. We'll try.
Louisiana's not on there. This is the great thing about the top 10s is that like everyone in the comments like that list sucks.
Yeah, that list sucks. I'm in.
All right,
I'm
give
in the
me one last
commenter.
one.
I'm a commenter now.
Give me one last one. Big drinking state.
But it's got to have a lot of golf courses.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Bannon Dunes?
Oregon.
Oregon.
No, it's not on my list. The top 10 is Wisconsin, Florida, Texas. Coming in 4th, New Mexico.
Wow.
5th, North Carolina. 6th, Missouri. 7th, Pennsylvania. 8th, Nevada. 9th,
Yeah, 8. That's good call.
Virginia. And 8, Pennsylvania. 7, Pennsylvania. 8, Nevada. 9, Virginia. 10, Mississippi. That's our list of beer drinking
I really
states.
don't hate the data anymore.
Pretty good. Pretty solid.
It's not bad.
A lot of golf courses, a lot of like resorts.
I mean, how do we not think about Nevada, guys?
That was a miss. That was a
That
huge
was a
miss.
Think about everyone that plays.
New Mexico, I mean, everybody in Albuquerque is drunk.
Think about
No,
every
we're not
person
big
that plays a Las Vegas golf course is having.
Right. I
5
mean, how do we not
5
think about
beers.
Nevada? What are we doing? Are
Been
we a
long
golf
day. Brain's
podcast
not really
anymore?
working.
No, we're here at the hobby, and we're gonna sign off here, and we're gonna all watch the video that's coming out on Wednesday, which is a hater match, right? Can I see through the live?
I think Thursday we got the new hater match coming out.
Okay, so we'll have another pod to promote that. then.
Yeah, Thursday, Hater Series is back. Tobacco Road, we do stroke play. There's been a lot of calls for stroke play, so we play ball and hole. Tobacco Road is a wild, awesome, fun place. Mike Strantz, 2.8 handicap, 23-year-old young whippersnapper out there who just graduated from Ole Miss. His name is Guy. He doesn't have a job. He's just 23, fresh out of college, plays golf, and is a 2.8 handicap. So I said, let's do it. Let's go after it. Ball and hole, Tobacco Road, and see what everybody shoots. And boy, is it a winner. It comes down the wire, the last like 6 holes. The drama's insane, and it's a really good match. So hater match returns this, I think, Thursday. They're trying to get it out because we just filmed that bad boy over the weekend. So yeah, haters back. And otherwise, I think that's all I got.
Incredible.
All right.
Amazing show, guys.
Trent watched Silo, by the way.
Yeah. I'm one season into Silo, and it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Incredible show.
I still need
Yep.
y'all to watch Lioness.
Lioness. You got that. That's your show. We all bring shows to the table. I'll watch Lioness for you.
Dude, it's awesome.
I will watch it. I will
It's
watch that, and
awesome.
I will let you know how I think. What I think.
How do you think?
All right. Yeah. I would highly recommend Silo, just like you guys.
All right,
have. I
do you
gotta
see
keep
that
going.
simulator back there? I'm about to give Frankie a lesson.
All right.
I gave him one on
Alrighty.
4T today, and then he started striping it.
Here's a quick lesson for everyone listening. If you're pull hooking balls, for me, I'm a lefty. I was aimed too far left, right? So like he stopped me, right? Couple balls, pull hook. He goes, "Where are you aimed?" I go, "Dead center." He stops me, shows my shoulders. He puts his club over my shoulders. It's aimed at the left trees. I'm like, now there's no way. So that was my center. I thought that was where my center was. So he was saying, like, subconsciously, I'm trying to now hook it around my body. You're doing like too much. You're starting closed, and like you're now hitting around the ball. So now he just kept saying, open up. So now for me, what felt like wide open, my chest is almost looking at the target. But, you know, feel versus real is a very important thing and a very real thing. Like, it felt very open to me, but it wasn't. So now I'm open and I'm just swinging through that line, which to me felt like I'm hitting down the right field line, but it was a more straight path. The feel versus real thing is like that. When that comes across your desk, that'll send you into a tizzy. Just absolute dead straight bombs. Crazy, really crazy. This guy knows what he's talking about.
That's what I was gonna finish with. You gotta listen to him because he knows what he's talking about, like bar none. So my putting is way better. Now you're opening up, you're hitting it good. It's hanging around him. Your brain starts to absorb it.
Makes sense.
Except for Riggs.
Riggs figured something out.
He said, "What
am I taking shots for?" I've been up since 4 a.m., so I'm shot. I've had enough.
Yeah.
All right, I love all you guys.
10:30 p.m. By the way, whenever this gets out, shout out to Ryan Richson. It's 10:30 p.m. on Monday night. If you're listening to this at like 6 a.m. on Tuesday, that boy's been working. You're literally hearing us like 3 minutes before he hit publish. After
I'm locked in, man. I'm locked in. Got the Coke.
Attaboy, Ryan.
Ready to go.
Shout out to Ryan Richardson.
It's all Jared's fault.
Way to go, brother.
Attaboy, Ryan Richardson. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We're going to try to get HV3 on Thursday's show, so we will be back then. Enjoy the week. Hit it hard.
Hit it hard.
Hit it hard.